Today we're going to be installing a Hitch from eTrailers, part number 12339 on the 2003 Toyota Camry. The kit included the hitch and the receiver and receiver pin. Some of the tools that we'll be using today are a set of ramps, working tarp, blocks of wood, jack stands, can of WD-40, torque wrench with a 17mm socket, impact driver with a 17mm socket, a swivel knuckle, extension for the sockets, and the instruction sheets that came with it, and also all the installation bolts. And then the next thing you want to do is get your vehicle up onto the ramps and put down your working tarp. We're going to be unloosening the bolts that hold the muffler into place. It'll be this one, and this one. And I've already gone ahead and sprayed them down with some WD-40 to get them loosened up. Alright, I found out trying to get these removed that on the muffler side that they were not 17mm, they were 14. So I just changed it out and got these two loosened up, and this one back here, I'm hoping that you can see it, is going to be a tricky one. So this is where that swivel knuckle will come in handy. Well, I also found out that I had to remove these two bolts that were holding the back part of the muffler hanger to give me more playroom in here. This one here I'm having a little difficulty with, even with the knuckle attachment. I'm going to give it a little more try. Okay, with those back bracket hangers removed, made it a lot easier. I had to pull down on the muffler and to get to this one right up in here, and it took a little bit. It was a little stubborn to get out, but it got out. Over here on the driver's side, we've got 1, 2, and then the third bolt opening is behind this little sticker over here. I'm going to have to peel that off to get access to it. Alright, I went ahead and I used a pair of needle nose pliers to remove the sticker to expose the bolt hole. And it looks, you can see it very well, but it looks nice and clean inside. These two I'm going to have to spray out with some WD-40 and then run one of the included bolts up inside a few times just to get the gunk out. Alright, I'm using my impact driver just to go in and out a few times. Okay, after some configuring, I went and got the jack stands. This one here has already been put up in place by just one bolt so far, and it's one very far in the back. It's just holding it in there. And then the other one I've got, it's just resting out at the other end. These things are not light, and I had to finger tight this one in here just to get it in, because you don't want to screw these ones down yet until you get that back one put in, because you still need to play with that muffler. Alright, as you see, I got the one put over on the driver's side, put the one right in the middle. That way I just have it tacked up into place. As you see, there's a little bit of gap play in here they give you so that you can make sure that you have it centered right in the back of your vehicle. I'm going to go over now and finish up on the muffler side. Okay, what I found out is that when I went in to put in the bolt for this, it wasn't lining up. The whole hitch assembly is off from the hole, so I had to undo all what I just did so that I can get back to this one to loosen it up to line this one up into place. And on further inspection of the instructions, It said to discard all the ones over on the passenger side of the bolts that came with it and install the ones that came with the kit. So I went over and I took care of those on the passenger side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and torque these down. Well, coming over here to do these bolts, I found out that I do not own a 1/2-inch extension rod from my torque wrench, but luckily I had a 3/8 torque wrench, and it only requires 30 pounds of torque, so that torque wrench goes up to 80, so that was good enough, which I was lucky on. So I'm going to go ahead and torque these bad boys up. Okay, here it is, all installed, torqued up. I've already got my wiring harness done, and this came from etrailer.com. It's a great place to go to get a hitch of any kind that you want, and they've got great videos on how to install just about on any vehicle. That was again from etrailer.com. Thank you.